or what experiences in BA field helped you to come to this BA field, an agile field?
We have core certifications and specializations, right? Core certifications are entry certificate in business analysis.
So how do you see the role of a business analyst evolving in agile environment?
Not just in Canada, not just in America region, it's recognized all around the world.
What's your point of view about the certifications and how they have influenced your career?
Because we learn a lot of analysis tools and techniques. As an analyst, I should be able to facilitate sessions.
What kind of expertization we can get? Welcome to the BA station conducted by IIBA Colombo chapter. So, I'm Yasumi Wickramasinghe from Education IIBA and working as an associate BA lead. So, today for our BA station, it's Rumesh who will be joining to share his insights, experience, and related to information regarding IIBA Colombo chapter with us. Hello, Rumesh. How are you?
Hi, Yasumi. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm also doing good. So, to start off with, can you share a bit about yourself and your background, Rumesh?
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much to the IIBA Colombo chapter for inviting me for this session. It's again an honor and it's a real satisfaction for me as well to see the chapter running up and running once again and being invited to have a conversation like this. So thank you very much for the entire education team and for the entire IIBA chapter. A little bit about me. So I have been in the IT industry for more than 18 years now. Played different roles. I started as a web developer, graphics designer, software engineer, then moved into business analysis. I got the chance to work as a business analyst while working as a software engineer actually. This was somewhere around 2007, 2008 sort of a time period. While working as a software engineer, I was invited to play the BA role in a certain project. And when I was working as a software engineer also, I had this passion of meeting people, talking to people, didn't want to be seated in one place and coding away. I wanted to meet people and to be able to solve real problems that people were facing. So grabbed that opportunity, moved into business analysis, and then along the way I was introduced to agile ways of working as well when I joined a particular company, and got to learn my ABCs in agile through that company, and then got a passion to agile business analysis, and then so progressed in my career as a business analyst, and along the way I got certified. I got the IIBA CBAP certification in 2014. I got certified as a PMI professional in business analysis again somewhere around 2014 or 15. At the moment, I'm running my own company. I have my own company called Apptra Holdings Private Limited. So it's a learning and transformation consulting company. I was the president of the IIBA chapter back then when it was there in 2014-15. I was the VP events the year before that, and then I was the president 2014 and 15. So after that, the chapter was defunct, but really happy to see the chapter up and running once again. Like I said, I'm an entrepreneur now. I do training and coaching related to business analysis, project management, agile, scaled agile, management 3.0. And do consulting work, not just training. I do consulting work, working with certain companies in agile transformations, business analysis as a service, and things like that. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, thank you, Rumesh. So we have to talk about IIBA and ATRA as well. So before that, I would like to ask what fascinating features or what experiences in BA field helped you to come to this BA field, an agile field, from a software engineer from other different coding aspects you have had the experience of? What made you to come to this field and choosing this path?
Okay. Actually, even if you look at a software engineer or a QA engineer, or even a UI UX person, a graphics designer, or even if you take a person like a person who's working at a bank as a banking executive, for example, or even if you take a person working in an insurance company, maybe as an underwriter, maybe as an insurance agent, even if you take a person who's working at Pizza Hut as an operations person, right, looking into the operations at Pizza Hut, all these people are analysts, all these people are business analysts, right? So when I was working as a software engineer, also when I was working as a graphic designer, also web developer, also I saw that okay, there's a business analyst who's talking to people and getting requirements and giving the requirements to us, but still we also as software engineers, we also used to make use of some analysis techniques to analyze further. We also as software engineers, we analyze the requirements further, right, to understand the requirements a little bit more. We did our own documentation. We drew our own sort of process diagrams so that we can come up with the algorithms and all. So there was a analysis part done by a software engineer also, right? So I thought, okay, now this is really interesting. I as a software engineer also, I need to put some analysis skills. But I have my passion where I want to be the front end person. So let me take that step a little bit further, move away from coding and come into a different area where I can now directly interact with the people and all. So that's where I actually moved into business analysis. But like I said, business analysis is actually for everyone. Even if you take the definition from IIBA, IIBA's definition of business analysis, a business analyst is a person who enables change in an organization. A business analyst is a person who enables change and analyzes needs of stakeholders and delivers value by recommending solutions. So even a banking associate is an analyst. Even a marketing person is an analyst, right? Even a finance person and a person who's doing accounting is an analyst. He or she is an analyst. So there's an analyst in everyone. I think that's what prompted me to move into different areas in terms of using my analysis skills.
Yeah. Thank you, Rumesh. So IIBA Colombo chapter is for everyone who is interested in the field of business analysis. As you told, everyone in every field is an analyst. No matter what your industry is, no matter what your education level is, you will have to play this analysis role in your career. So since I got the opportunity to also contribute to the Sri Lankan chapter, I know that so people like you are joining here, and people like you, the giants in the industry, are with IIBA. So how do you see the role of a professional organization like IIBA in shaping the future of business analysis in our region?
Okay. So if you take IIBA, International Institute of Business Analysis, it's the governing body for the profession of business analysis, right? So lots of people know about PMI, Project Management Institute, as the governing body for project management. IIBA is similar, right? IIBA is the governing body for business analysts. So anyone who is playing an analyst role needs to rally around IIBA. And so IIBA is a body in Canada. It's headquartered in Toronto, Canada. Fairly new. It was started in 2004 only. So IIBA as a global body is fairly new. But IIBA is recognized all around the world. Not just in Canada, not just in America region. It's recognized all around the world, Australia, New Zealand, even in the Europe and Middle East region, and in the Asia region, it's recognized, right? So now coming back to the IIBA Sri Lanka chapter, IIBA chapter for Sri Lanka is very important, and it's really happy. Like I said again, it was like a sort of a dream when I started doing my training to see the chapter up and running once again. the chapter is very important for the Sri Lanka also, simply because there are more than 1,000 designated BAs. I'm sure it's more than 1,000 or 2,000 maybe designated BAs, people who have the designation of a business analyst, right? But if you take the entire country are full of business analysts, right? Even the CEO of a company is a business analyst. Even a person who's running their own organization, entrepreneur, is a business analyst. There's an analyst in everyone. That's what I believe, right? So a chapter for the country is very important, because then people can actually come to the chapter, rally around the chapter, and join all those sessions that you all are going to plan. I'm sure you all are planning a lot of events and sessions for the upcoming months and years. And I'm sure people will learn a lot by interacting with people and participating in all these events. People will learn a lot of analysis tools and techniques that they can use even in their day-to-day life, right? Not just for IT projects, for even for other types of operations for day-to-day life. People will learn a lot of analysis tools and techniques. I think that's why the IIBA Sri Lanka chapter is very important. The Colombo chapter is very important.
Yeah. So now let's talk about the certifications. So getting recognized by a global organization also plays a crucial role when it comes to our career. So what's your point of view about the certifications and how they have influenced your career, as well as I know that ATRA is conducting sessions, so we can move up and talk about that as well.
Okay.
About the certifications and the career ladder. Can you explain a bit?
Okay. Now, if you take business analysis certifications, there are different organizations that offer BA certifications, right? So there's IIBA that offers business analysis related certifications. IIBA as the governing body offers business analysis certifications. Then we have PMI offering their own business analysis certification. Then we have BCS, British Computer Society, they offer their own business analysis certification. And then there are other organizations related to requirements engineering and all. There are other organizations that offer their own certifications. But if you look at all these organizations, IIBA is the governing body for business analysis, right? IIBA's certifications are more recognized around the world, and IIBA's certifications are more focused on the analysis role that people will play in organizations. So IIBA certifications are definitely very recognized. Now, you asked me about how have the certifications influenced my career and my life also, right? So I am a person who has done IIBA certifications as well as PMI certification in business analysis, as well as I have taught BCS, BA certification. So I know about all three. I like IIBA simply because IIBA, the content that is covered through the guidebooks and all the content that is covered is directly related to the tasks that an analyst needs to perform, right? As an analyst, I should be able to facilitate sessions, plan my analysis work, and then do elicitation sessions, elicit information from people, analyze the information, model and visualize the information, prioritize the information. So there are lots and lots of tasks that an analyst can perform, and all these good practices are actually taught through the IIBA certifications. And then lots and lots of techniques, right? So more than 50 techniques are taught just through the core certifications. And then there are additional techniques that are taught through the additional specialization certifications offered by IIBA. So all these techniques, tools, and tasks, the knowledge about them and how these are interrelated have actually helped me in my career to bring in good practices to whatever I'm doing. Right. So I think that's where IIBA certifications are very important. It should not be just to get a certification. It should actually be to see how can I do my work better, how can I make the work in my organization better. by what I'm learning through the certifications.
Yeah, so as you told, IIBA, in IIBA we have certifications for Agile, business analysis, data analysis, product ownership, and vice versa. So from core to specializations we have. So I would like to know from your end, so what kind of details we can get out of this, what kind of expertization we can get, and who are these for, like, and what will be covered in these certifications offered by IIBA?
Okay. Yeah, so like you said, Yasumi, we have core certifications and specializations, right? Core certifications are entry certificate in business analysis, certificate of capability in business analysis, and certified business analysis professional, right? So these are the three main levels in core certifications. And these core certifications are based on experience. Now, if there's a person who is still in the university, still an undergraduate, right? Or if there's a person who is still new to the industry, let's say just about 1 or 2 years of experience, and let's say there's a person who is playing a completely different role. They don't have a designated business analyst designation, but they are playing maybe a software engineer role, maybe a operations executive role, right? Maybe a executive in a bank. So for anyone who is fairly new, don't have the business analysis designation, but want to get a certification in analysis, they can go for entry certificate in business analysis, ECBA. CCBA is for people with 2 to 5 years of business analysis experience, right? And people who have been playing a BA role, they have been doing business analysis tasks, they have been using business analysis techniques, they can go for CCBA, 2 to 5 years of experience. And then people with more than 5 years of experience can directly go for the highest level, CBAP, Certified Business Analysis Professional. Now, all these core certifications are based on a textbook called the Business Analysis Body of Knowledge, the BA Guide, right? It's a 500 plus page book. All three certifications are based on the BA Guide. But when it comes to the higher levels, the exam is tougher. Those are, scenario-based exams and all. So the exam is tougher. But the content is same. You will learn 6 knowledge areas, more than 30 tasks that a BA should be able to perform, and then more than 50 techniques that a BA should be able to perform, and then 29 underlying competencies that a BA should have. So those are the things that are covered in core certifications. Specializations, like you said, once people have done a core certification, they can go for a specialization. So specializations, we have Agile Analysis Certification, or we call it IIBA AAC, Agile Analysis Certification. And then we have Certified Product Ownership Analysis, CPOA. And then we have Certified Business Data Analyst, CBDA. And then there's another certification for cybersecurity, CCA, Cybersecurity Analyst, right? The popular ones are AAC, CPOA, and CBDA. So for anyone who is playing a business analyst role in an agile environment, and if they want to learn, the domains related to agile analysis and additional techniques that an agile analyst should know, things like story mapping, story elaboration, and then different types of stories that can be written, coming up with real options for solutions. These sort of additional techniques can be learned if you follow AAC, Agile Analysis Certification. And then Certified Product Ownership Analysis. This is mainly for people who are into product management, product owners, product managers, people who are working with products, developing products, working with products. They can go for product ownership analysis certification. Again, you will learn a lot of new techniques, things related to product vision, product market fit, product strategy, product road mapping. So lots of new techniques related to product management, and even things like MVP, minimum viable product, and all these sort of techniques can be learned if you go for CPOA. Certified Business Data Analysis. This is actually a new certification from IIBA. People who are interested in data. Now we are living in a world that is very data intensive, right? So people who are interested in data, working with data, data engineers, data analysts, data scientists, or anyone who's interested in working with data, they can go for CBDA. You won't learn any technical skills, right? You will not get to learn anything related to R language or Python or SQL or anything like that. But you will learn how an analyst should, source the data, clean the data, organize the data, and then generate insights out of the data and then present the data. So it's a more business oriented training that you will get when you go for the CBDA certification. Yeah, so various certifications, but you will get to learn lots from all these different certifications.
Yeah, thank you, Rumesh, for the detailed description about the certifications. So anyone watching us can log into our website IIBA for more information as well. So now moving on, Apptra is doing a great job when it comes to the IIBA educational trainings. So why don't you tell about Apptra and the involvement, the process, the things like that, Rumesh?
Okay. So yeah, I started Apptra in 2019, March 2019. Apptra started as purely a training company, but Apptra has also now evolved. Apptra is now a learning and transformation consulting company. I started IIBA training in Sri Lanka. So Apptra is the only IIBA endorsed education provider in Sri Lanka at the moment. Apptra is the only IIBA endorsed education provider in Sri Lanka at the moment. We have done more than 35 training sessions already over the past 5 years. More than 750 BAs have got certified related to IIBA, and more than 100 have got certified. So when I started doing training, I think in Sri Lanka, we did not have any ECBA certified person. We did not have any CCBA certified person. We had only about 7 or 8 CWEP certified people from Sri Lanka. And we also, when we did the certification, we had to go abroad to do the certification. I myself, went to Singapore to do the exam and come back, right? So I started doing the training, and like I said, more than 700 have got trained, more than 100 have got certified. We do training related to the core certifications as well as the specializations. We do certification training. From time to time, the training programs are being advertised and all, and training sessions are happening. And then, like I said, we are into consulting as well. Apptra is into consulting as well. So we provide business analysis as a service to organizations. So if companies are looking for, certified business analysts to work on their projects, right? And if the companies are looking to set up a BA practice in their organization based on the good practices from IIBA, and then if organizations, they don't want to maintain a BA, but they want BA services, so they can reach out to Apptra and get the services. So there are different services offered by Apptra at the moment. Yeah.
Thank you, Rumesh. So anyone who's interested for IIBA certification or want to know about the BA practices can connect with Apptra. So then let's move on to some Agile, since you are an Agile coach as well. So as Agile methodologies become more prevalent when we work in BA roles, different BA roles. So how do you see the role of a business analyst evolving in Agile environment? And what strategies do you find most effective when it comes to work? Because at the end, like every one of us wants to become a good business analyst, matching the industry standards. So would like to hear from you the strategies and the things actually.
Okay. It's actually a very big question, and I can actually talk the entire day maybe about it, but I'll try to keep it short, Yasumi. If you take Agile is all about delivering the highest possible value as quickly as possible. Agile is all about delivering the highest possible value as quickly as possible and getting everyone to work together to deliver that highest possible value, right? So as an analyst, any designation, right? As an analyst with any designation, you can be a software engineer, QA engineer, a person with a business analyst role, any designation, you need to think about how can I do my work better and faster? Yeah. How can I elicit the information from my stakeholders faster? How can I facilitate a session better so that I can elicit the information faster? While the elicitation session is going on, how can I use some strategies to document the information faster and validate it with the stakeholders faster, right? Are there any techniques that I can use to visualize things? Agile is all about visualization also, being transparent, right? So are there any techniques or strategies that I can use to visualize things while the discussions are going on with the stakeholders, right? And then how can I quickly document user stories, acceptance criteria? How can I do that better? So being agile and working as a business analyst in an agile environment is all about thinking how can I do things better and faster. And IIBA, especially the best practices, the good practices that are taught through IIBA and the techniques will definitely help a business analyst figure out, okay, I need to use this technique, I need to use this strategy at this point to do the work better.
Yeah. So yeah, as you told, if you know the practices, we can apply them accordingly when we are working. So yeah. So our conversation today was like very insightful, Rumesh. So I also learned a lot from you. So before we wrap up, what key insights or takeaways would you like to leave our audience with regarding to the evolving landscape of business analysis, agile project management, product ownership?
Okay.
Anyone who comes to the industry or who's already in the industry? Yeah.
Nowadays, we are living in a world where we are talking about now generative AI, right? We are talking about generative AI. We are talking about big data, use of machine learning and Internet of Things and things like that. So we are basically moving into industry 4.0. It's a completely new era that we are looking at, right? People and organizations are challenged to do things even faster and be even more agile, right? We are talking about business agility now, not just our IT teams being agile. The entire business needs to be agile. We are living in a world like that, right? So as a person who is working in organizations, you need to be thinking about, okay, how can I do things faster, better, and in a more innovative manner, right? So thinking out of the box, creative thinking, visual thinking, analytical thinking. These are all business analysis skills. If you look at it, right, problem solving skills, decision making skills. These are all skills that are taught through IIBA, right? So again, I'm sure the chapter will also focus on these things coming in the coming months. Inviting everyone to think about all these soft skills that everyone needs to have to be innovative and be productive and do things faster. Yeah, so that's the key takeaway, or that's the key advice that I would like everyone to have from this conversation. Also, think like an analyst and be like an analyst in whatever work you do.
Thank you, Rumesh. So yeah, think like an analyst. So thank you again for joining with today's discussion. So we'll be contacting you for future discussions as well. So anyone who's watching, if you would like to suggest us any topics for the next sessions, you can share the sessions in our comments, as well as you can subscribe and stay tuned with our YouTube and LinkedIn, Facebook, all our social media channels as well. Thank you and have a nice day, Rumesh.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much, Yasumi, and all the best the IIBA Colombo chapter as well.
Thank you.